In this ukulele review, we got a really cool instrument for you. This is a Pono TE-MDB. Don't worry about all the letters, but just know that this is a solid body electric. Yeah. Let's get down. And if you stick around, we're going to rock out a little bit with a little distortion as well. Welcome to ukelikethepros. I'm Terry Carter. Thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, we do ukulele tutorials, reviews, we got challenges. We also do baritone and guitar lele. And I got something cool in this video. But if you're new to the channel, haven't done so, please subscribe. Turn on that bell notification. So this is new to my store. store.ukelikethepros.com, the #1 and the biggest online store for all your ukulele needs. And this just started working with Pono, and I got these in. Just took a chance. It's like, you know what? Let's get something electric, but not acoustic electric. If you check this out, solid electric. Very, very cool. Very cool. I'm going to do some playing with this thing. We can go over the specs. And then at the end, I got a little Boss distortion pedal here. We're going to have a little fun right here. So anyway, these are great instruments. I'm looking forward to this one. Do a little bit more playing, and then we'll dive right into this cool thing. Don't worry, I'm going to do a little bit more playing, slow it down, do a bunch of stuff, do some picking, do some strumming, and then, like I said, with the distortion. So anyway, if you're looking for something that's electric and different than, there's so much acoustic ukuleles out there, which are cool. No, by means, that's the main stuff. But if you want something a little different, maybe, I don't know, maybe you just want to have something unique. Maybe you do a little soloing with this thing, kind of something different rather than what everybody else in your ukulele group's playing. Or if you just want to, maybe you're playing with a band. You need to plug in, you need to turn up. Remember, if you have an acoustic instrument and you have a pickup and you turn too much, too high, too volume, too much sound, you're going to get feedback in them. So these solid bodies are the solution to that. Now, this one is, again, the Pono TE, a tenor electric, MDB, and it's a deluxe. And it's a mango wood, by the way, solid mango wood, and deluxe, and it's blue. Deluxe just mean the wood grain's a little nicer, and they also have their gloss finish. And then this is the blue version of this particular one. I'm going to be using this little BlackStar amp. This is a little 3-watt, amp that BlackStar sent me. I actually did a whole review of this amp, but I'm just going to use something like this. They're kind of small, so I'm sure if you have a bigger amp, a bigger acoustic amp, you're going to get probably some different sounds, some bigger sounds, some warmer sounds. But this is just a fun kind of little practice amp that I got sitting here. And then, like I said, I have a Boss distortion, DS1, like the classic distortion pedal. All right, so let's dive into this thing. I'll show it to you and then we'll do some playing. So this is all solid mango. This is, by the way, this is solid. This is a solid piece of wood, but it is chambered. So what it means, it's got some chambers in it. And the chambers inside will help definitely with the weight. Sometimes these if they're solid wood, they get heavy. They help with the sound as too, but they do help with the weight. Solid mango, and it's got the blue finish on it. You got the 1 volume knob, and then you have the pickup in it, which you plug in right there. Let me just show it to you. Oh, by the way, the cutaway. Got a cool cutaway right here on this. So what is this? I just measured this. This is like 1 inch and 2/8 is what this is all the way around. And then you have the back. This is, you got the 2-bolt neck right here on this thing. Actually, and it's nice because it's a slim body, right? It's light light meaning for a solid wood, but it's also just easy to hold. Kind of fits right up against your body really well. Tenor scale length, so 17-inch tenor scale length. All right, let me do some playing, and then I'll tell you some more of the specs, and we'll try out some variations here as well with the amp. just making it up. Just making a little finger picking up. 3 chords, C, F, and G7 with a little bit of ornaments in there. So some sus chords, stuff like that. If you like fingerstyle, by the way, check out my fingerstyle mastery course. Fantastic course. Matter of fact, that course, that book, and that course, that book's #1 new release on Amazon. And I also have a beginning fingerstyle course. If you're a total beginner and want to get into stuff like that fingerstyle, the beginning ukulele fingerstyle songbook, fantastic. Both courses at ukelikethepros.com. Both books, by the way, are #1 new releases. Yeah, pretty stoked on that. Anyway, so yeah, I was say, oh, high G, by the way. I have a high G on that. I wanted to point that out. Now, what would it sound like without the pickups? Let me just turn it off. I'm just going to roll the knob here off, and I'll just play it without. I'll do the same thing. So it's definitely, you can hear it. Like if you just want to practice on your own, it's loud enough to hear, but definitely these are meant to be plugged in. Even if you're doing some strumming. All right, now this is probably one of the nicest electric ones that I've seen of ukuleles. You don't see tons of them, especially the solid body ones, but very, very high quality, just like all the Pono stuff is. So you do have the solid mahogany neck. I did mention that you have a 2-bolt, the way the neck attaches. You do have the open, these are Grover tuners. By the way, these are very nice tuners. Very nice tuners. You do have the Pono ebony head plate here. Truss rod, so right under here, just unscrew this right here. There's a truss rod. So the truss rods are really great because, man, I sell so many ukes at store.ukelikethepros.com, and people pay for the setup, and they get set up, and then things shift. When you're shipping from San Diego to Wisconsin, things shift. The temperature is different. The humidity is different. And so it's really nice when you have that truss rod, you can make those little adjustments, because sometimes, let's say, an instrument leaves my shop, it's totally set up, plays well, of course, because we check everything. We play it, we check everything for quality control before it goes out. And then it gets there, and someone will say, oh, it's not set up right, or it has a little buzz, which is a lot of times just due to the fluctuations in the humidity. Now, granted, that doesn't happen a lot, but when it happens, that's why a truss rod is perfect, because a lot of times that's just a little quarter turn of the truss rod, bam, it just straightens that neck up, and then your problems are solved. So that's what's really nice about having a truss rod with this. You do have, by the way, the nut width right here, 1 3/8 inches. Okay, so that's more like a concert. A lot of tenors have 1.5 inches, but this is 1 3/8 inches, which I think is okay because you're doing electric stuff. I think it's okay to have it a little bit closer. And then you have the ebony fretboard and the bridge as well as the bone saddle. So that's it. It's a pretty simple instrument, but again, with that solid mango, the pickup is a really nice instrument. You can just feel it just by holding it right here. And these have the coalal strings on it. All right, let me do something else playing wise. Still no distortion yet. Hold it. We'll do that in a second, but we'll do it. By the way, thank you for being here, and thanks for smashing that like button. Woo! That was really good too, right? What am I going to play? Let me figure out what I'm going to play here. I guess I got to do some kind of strumming here in the key of C, because that's what I set myself up for. Let me do some chucking. Yeah, that sounds good. I didn't want to get into the song there. I didn't want to have to copyright claim on my video here, but you know what I was playing there. Or at least a chord progression. Well, you can't copyright a chord progression. Anyway, so sounds good. This BlackStar amp sounds good. I got just a hair reverb on, just a little bit of reverb, not a whole lot, but it sounds good. This thing sounds amazing, by the way. I should actually probably need one of these in my collection as well. But don't forget, store.ukelikethepros.com if you're interested in this. By the way, thanks for subscribing to the channel. All right. What other things? I think that's it. Oh, what else? Yeah. By the way, this thing is made in an island of Java, so that's where all the Pono stuff is made. Then it goes to Oahu, and then it gets shipped out from there, Oahu, Hawaii. And by the way, these do come with a case. Let me grab it. All right, so here's the case that it comes with. It's actually a very, very nice case. And the reason why Pono, John at Pono, the owner, does this is because these are hard to find cases that fit. So he just says, you know what? I'm just going to include a case. It's a very nice hard shell case with this. All right, should we turn the distortion on? Come on, let's get down. I am making this stuff up as I go. So anyway, great instrument. Pono. Remember, this is the TE, the Tenor Electric MDB. This one is a solid mango, the deluxe version, and this is the blue one, available at store.ukelikethepros.com. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all the comments. By the way, if you didn't leave a comment below what you thought of this thing. Do you like the acoustic sound? Did you like it with the amp? Do you like it with the distortion? Leave that comment below. But anyway, I appreciate all the support. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.